home clear for the holidays, and then suddenly he started making noises about vetoing it, called the bill a disaster, a disgrace, and then left people hanging. Ultimately, we don't have a government shutdown. Those unemployment benefits that have now been extended are probably going to be delayed a little bit. People aren't going to get their checks in all likelihood this week, so they are going to miss out on a check over the holidays. Those stimulus checks of $600 for individuals, they're going to take a little while to get through processing. So maybe no harm, no foul ultimately, but I'll tell you there are a lot of political repercussions, because one dynamic that we've been watching is, at what point do Republicans start to break with President Trump? In this case, President Trump broke with Republicans before they could even return any kind of favor like that. So it has sowed a lot of discord, a lot of disunity inside the Republican Party. Broadly speaking, though, I think both Republicans and Democrats are hoping signing this bill suggests, if not quite normalcy over the balance of the Trump presidency, at least some semblance of sanity, because there was no reason for this bill to be held up.
Semblance of sanity. Come on, you're our political director. You know better than to ask for a semblance of sanity, Rick. Let's move on here. A lot of people, there was so much talk after the election and so much focus on Georgia, those two Senate races that are going to take place. Now they're right around the corner. Here we come. So what does it look like? Are Democrats going to be able to pull this off in Georgia?
Yeah, TJ, the conventional wisdom on this has shifted a few times. And President Trump's going to be there on the eve of the voting next Monday. Those senators know that their fate is tied to President Trump's political standing. And the conventional wisdom has been from the beginning that Democrats don't win in runoffs, that these are lower turnout affairs, that Republicans tend to be more motivated. But keep in mind a couple of factors, TJ. One is Joe Biden won the state, as has been affirmed by multiple recounts, and despite what the president says, Biden won. So there is a Democratic base there. The second big factor is that all of this talk about a rigged election, the president's false claims, even some on his legal team suggesting that Republicans should boycott this election, it has hurt the Republican Party in Georgia. It has motivated Democrats. We're seeing record turnout for this kind of a runoff election. And get a load of this number. Both of the Democratic candidates have raised more than $100 million just in the last quarter of the year. That's an astounding number. And it shows that they are going to be competitive and then some, and it's just one of those pure turnout races. Can the Democratic base beat back what is traditionally a more loyal voting base of Republicans?
All right, let's turn now to what seems weird to have to keep saying it, but Biden won the election. The Electoral College has confirmed that, and now it's Congress's turn on January 6th, I do believe. Now, this is not something normally that we would sit down, pay a whole lot of attention to. It's supposed to just be a formality in a lot of ways, but we all know this is different. What do we expect? Do we expect some fireworks?
Well, this is wild. If you check your Constitution, all you need is one House member and one senator to object to an election result to force debate in the House.